Hey everybody, welcome to WeLikeDota. Please follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube at WeLikeDota. I'm Bunny, your host for this one. Tonight we're doing Community Night. We like Dota. Shout out to the guys at We Like Dota. Appreciate it. We are. So we've got Yadneb, Crimson 957, which is Kyle, Carmanthanon, Boydark 133, D466, and they are on the Dire side. On Radiant we have Neil, Cosmo, Kyler, Jasper, Probin, Crux, and which is actually Pretty Bunnies, I think, according to the picture, if I remember correctly, and Diddy Mitch. So I can pretty much assume Diddy Mitch picked that Huskar. I think it actually does this in order when you do all pick on the pick screen, so Radiant side picking up their heroes more quickly than the Dire side here, for what that's worth. So Omni, Axe, Huskar, Silencer, that's actually a pretty brutal, aggressive lineup. Should be interesting to see in action.
Nature's prophet. I count myself a tree-fearing man thanks to this fella.
Earth Shaker.
Better get ready.
Okay. Okay, I'm not sure what this boss is about. I think that was Pretty Bunnies who hit the pause button that time. Not sure why. Okay, so we have somebody rebooting. It's Pretty Bunnies on the X. In the meantime, I'll just run over everybody's picks real quick. On the Dire side, we have Boy Dark on the Wraith King, Karma on the Nature's Prophet. Bristleback is being played by Kyle Crimson, and D-Force is on the Centaur War Runner, and Ben Yadneb is on Medusa. Interesting lineup. Very tanky. Very, very tanky. Okay. On the Radiant side, we have Neil on the Omni Knight. Cosmo is on Earthshaker. Kyler's on Silencer. That's Pretty Bunnies on the Axe, and Diddy Mitch is on Huskar. Just gonna type where people can find me. Okay. So, on the Radiant side, I would assume... I'm going to actually change my, mic settings over real quick as well, so that we have open mic, so that in case anybody is watching in-game, they can see the sound effects from the casting. I always forget to do that, sorry guys. Alright, so on the Radiant side, Diddy Mitch tends to favor Huskar mid. He has actually been playing that a lot lately from what I've seen of his posted tweets. Earthshaker is always a solid support. Omni Knight, very solid support. Good combinations in general between the Omni Knight and the Axe, and the Silencer and the Huskar. Both the Axe and the Huskar really benefit from the Omni Knights buffs. And we are just waiting on a reboot from Pretty Bunnies on the X, so hopefully that will happen soon. And here we go. And now we'll get a chance to look at our laning phase. Well, let's see if anybody has any statues up. Oh yeah, here we go. Prepare to get reeked by Diddy Mitch. I guess that's wrecked. I like saying it's reeked. That's fine. So that's an interesting one. Huskar, of course it's a Huskar. Climax by Pretty Bunnies. I wish I could commend people's statues from the observer seat, but I guess not. So anyway, he picked up Venomancer, and anybody else? No? Interesting. Okay, let's see what's on the other side of the map here. We've got, oh, All the Glaives by Adneb. That's a nice one. I was wondering how it would interpret a mount. And Boy Dark has created Boy Dark. Interesting. Very nice. Okay, so in the top lane, on the Dire side, we have Centaur, Warrunner, and the Medusa. Nice dual lane. Nature's Prophet is going mid. That's an interesting choice. And chasing at the rune spot as well. They are rune guarding with the Omni Knight and the Axe, though. That's a tough one for Nature's Prophet to sit at level 1. I don't think he's really going to be able to contest that. Nope. And now, actually, with the changes, in 6.83, we have both runes being like double value runes at the first spawn, so it's a bit of an interesting change-up, and I'm not sure that it's as strong as it used to be, maybe. But I guess we'll see. Oh, and I say they've rotated. They've got like a dual mid thing going on. Wraith King is sitting mid versus the Huskar. I'm not sure that's a good matchup for the Wraith King. He is very survivable once he hits 6, but until that point, he can get jumped pretty easily by the Huskar. We'll see how that plays out. In the hard lane, we have a solo Bristleback, not uncommon, against an Earthshaker who's really looking for position, and a Silencer. That's actually going to be a rough lane for the Bristleback as well. At least it's a dangerous one in terms of positional game, because of the harass coming from Silencer early, and of course, the ability of the Earthshaker to cut off his paths. They're doing a bit of creep skipping here. Looks like Axe bypassed the first tower so that he could get to the lane creeps and pull them into the woods here. Not being contested by the heroes in lane. They're just going to normally lane this. That's a rough situation for them to be in. I guess he's actually waiting for Nature's Prophet to come and help. Before there's an engagement here. Nature's Prophet's on the way. Tango up on the Medusa. There's the call. So Centaur Warrunner has no choice but to sit there and attack into the high armor. But at least they have the back from the Nature's Prophet. They will catch the Omni Knight. Nature's Prophet is in danger of that Axe, though. Medusa's trying to nuke him down before he can get him. Axe turns around, tries to chase the Centaur Warrunner, but gets caught. Instead, he doesn't have a way to turn, no way to run. Balls. Oh. But he is able to take down the Nature's Prophet before he goes out. That with his damage over time. Actually, he didn't have Battle Hunger. I wonder why. Was that a late counter helix? Interesting. Oh, creep killed him. I was like, how did that happen? Okay. Dying to creeps. Interesting. Back at mid. Diddy Mitch is playing up the Wraith King. Now the tough thing about this lane is Diddy Mitch is the one on range, and Wraith King doesn't have a lot to offer before he hits 6. He's got 2 levels in Vampiric Aura and 1 level in Mortal Strike, so he can kind of hit hard, and his regen isn't terrible, but he's going to have trouble here because if he gets jumped, there isn't a lot he can do. There's a lot of pinging going on. They're warning that the Earthshaker is headed north along river. Earthshaker does pick up the illusion rune, and looks like he's going to micro one of the illusions back to mid. That's a smart thing to do. And then head top. So that'll be a fake engagement there, but the real engagement is happening up here. Omni Knight going in. There goes the fissure to block off some terrain, but it's not going to be deep enough to block the retreat path to the tower. Centaur Warrunner still very low. Gets hit by Battle Hunger, had no place to go. And he does fall. Looks like Nature's Prophet is going to go Midas first. Does have the gloves. We've got a bit of a ping problem. A little bit of lag, it looks like. Hopefully that won't be too serious this game. Earthshaker doing a good job of roaming to the various lanes to see what paths they can cut. But again, Wraith King is having a tough time getting last hits in this lane. He has to play so very passive. He has 0 last hits at the moment versus the Huskar, who is sitting at 8 and 14 denies. That's just a tough place for him to really pick up any farm. So he can soak some EXP, but that's going to be a dangerous place with Huskar already on 2 gauntlets of strength and boots. And a belt in the bank. Nature's Prophet looking for the axe. The axe is low, but Nature's Prophet not finding him. Axe juking well around the trees. Nature's is doubling back to see if he can cut him off. But he's already regenning, so probably won't be able to do anything effective against him. He is smart about moving to the left. Under safety of tower. And that's going to waste some time for Nature's Prophet, not being able to accomplish anything too productive.
Regeneration.
Back to 2v2 laning. At bottom, the silencer is going in on the Bristleback a little bit just to harass. And Earthshaker is looking for an opportunity to jump the Bristleback once he comes up. Let's see if they're going to go in. Here they come. There goes the fissure. Bristleback is on the wrong side. Does get hit by the Curse of the Silent, but I don't think that's going to be enough damage to cause him any distress. And he's going to walk away from it. Looks like they are going on the Medusa here. Omni Knight chasing her. Centaur Runner is too low to help, but in will come the Nature's Prophet from behind, so that's going to distract them from chasing them down. In the meantime, we are surrounded by creeps. The interesting thing about Axe when he's surrounded by even enemy creeps is that it keeps proccing his nice counter helix, which allows him to generate a lot of damage, which is actually why Nature's Prophet probably fell to that engagement. There was no way for Nature's Prophet to take on the 2 of them at that point.
You know the drill.
And once again, taking on the creeps alone, sitting out front is the Axe, which will deny Medusa from getting to the Radiant creep wave and generating any farm, even though the creeps won't really do a whole lot to tower there. Well, actually the siege creep there is putting some damage down. Let's see how mid is going.
Top tower's getting beat down.
Well, Earthshaker is at mid against the Wraith King, and so now this is an opportunity to get some last hits and some farm. Looks like Vision is under control of Radiant. They've got the better wards in place, and I don't see any wards from the Dire side at the moment. Wraith King rotating to top, but he was seen by the Huskar, who is chasing him from behind.
The Dire disown their top tower.
Omni Knight
Radiant's
inside shop,
their structures.
but retreating, which is probably the right thing to do in that position. They're 4 top now. I'm not sure what they were pinging just then. And it looks like Wraith King is going to return mid. And see how Medusa's farm is going. Well, she's at 7 last hits so far. Not a whole lot of cash or items at the moment. Hopefully she will... Oh, there goes a call and a life break. And a dunk from Axe takes out the Medusa. And a few burning spears on the Centaur Warrunner will spell his doom as well. Omni Knight coming in for the backup heal. And that's going to be a convincing rout for the Radiant side. Nicely played. At bottom, Earthshaker's looking once again to cut off the Bristleback, but the Bristleback is running out and does spot him for sure at that point. Earthshaker's just kind of hanging out. That's cool. Because why not? I like how they're just ignoring each other. I wonder if they actually didn't have vision. Interesting. Quite possible. Alright. So there's, a deep chase. Axe going in on the Wraith King. Way past the tower. There goes Wraith King's stun. Omni Knight is following up to pursue. There's Centaur Warrunner catching up behind him. And they're just passing right by each other. Good trees. There goes the call. Stomp misses. Oh, and there goes a life break, which spells the end of Nature's Prophet. Huskar will walk away on... Oh, no, but gets caught by Wraith King. Nice position. And Wraith King and Axe are having it out, trading blows. And a critical ultimate play by Omni Knight will mean that Wraith King will have to retreat. There comes some trees from Nature's Prophet trying to take down the Axe before he can get away. He's very low. 52 health. He is able to dunk the Wraith King. And he's got to run now. He's got Centaur Warrunner and Nature's Prophet both on his tail, as well as a tower. He's going to eat a tower hit. Oh, down to 40 health and still on the run. He can't run no, he has nowhere left to go. Here comes Medusa with a hit and does take the last hit for the kill. Earthshaker trying to save with a Path of Denial, but unfortunately just not in time. And Omni Knight bravely going in, does have a DD rune. But he is 1v3. Which is a rough position to be in. He does have backup there, so I guess it's a 2v3. Still pretty tough. And once again, as Omni Knight tends to do, he just walks away. I want to see the larger engagement because they're kind of all over the jungle at this point. There's a deep ward. They probably saw that go down. And it looks like they are content to just farm the Dire jungle at this point. And Dire looks like they are also content to farm, so... It's funny, they're so close to each other. And just farming a little bit.
Guess what's happening to Dire's bottom tower?
Back in bottom lane, we have Silencer and Axe now going up against the Bristleback. They do have Battle Hunger on him. He is going to wand. They're going to chase him past tower here. They're really going for it. And they decide to call off the chase, turn around, and see if they can take some creeps and maybe put some damage on this tower. There's the counter Helix, making quick work of the Dire creeps. At mid, we do have a chase on Wraith King. Huskar thinking about going in on it, but decides to pull back at the last minute. They do have an Earthshaker in position. Cut off his escape, but it does not look like they are going to go for it just yet. Here comes a couple of flaming spears. They're probably a life break to follow up. No? No? He's content to just throw a couple of spears. They do have Nature's Prophet coming in. He was spotted by the invisible. Wraith King decides to go on the Huskar instead, but does fall because of the backup from Earthshaker. There's the life break. Unfortunately, he took one of the Treant's creeps rather than hitting Nature's Prophet. But here comes some spears. He's just going to nuke him down with spears instead. That'll be enough damage to take down the Nature's Prophet. And they're going to farm some Treants.
Radiant's top tower is taking hits. Radiant's top tower.
In the meantime, Yadnev and D-Force are
Radiant structures now.
making most of the opportunity to put a little damage down on tower before TPing away.
Radiant's top tower is taking
Looking to
hits.
help out at bottom. There's Axe, looking for that bristleback. Really wants that dunk, but I don't think he's going to get it since Medusa TP'd in there. And so he'll back away, and oh, there's some snot. He's in trouble. He's on the run. There's a quill spray, and he's going to fall to the bristleback. There are 4 of the Dire team, and they are going. There goes the stun on the Silencer. Wraith King stabbing him in the back. Silencer falls past tower, and at this point, they should be able to take this bottom tower.
We're in a pretty sight right now. Trouble brewing at Radiant's bottom tower. Can't do nothing about dire structures right now. Radiant's bottom
There's a
tower.
TP coming in to defend the bottom tower, but it's going to be too late. Still going to fall.
Radiant's bottom tower's done for.
And Axe is going deep, nuking down the Nature's Prophet and dunking him before rushing up on the Medusa. Medusa does turn the Earthshaker to stone, and hightails it out of there. In the top lane, we have Omni Knight versus the Centaur Warrunner 1v1. You would think that the Centaur Warrunner would have the advantage in that, but the Purification does put so much damage down. Here comes Wraith King as backup. Centaur Warrunner will get away. And it looks like he's going to hang out and see if he can help in lane instead of heading back to base. Dire side looks like they're going to try to stick together as mostly a group at this point. Got 4 top, and the Bristleback soloing the Axe. He does have some snot and some quill sprays on him. Trying to play that zoning game, trying to stay out of call range, but at the same time, close enough to the point where he can keep proccing the quill sprays. Nice positional play. And it looks like he's going to rotate mid. Or head back. Here comes the Wraith King to defend mid instead. And it looks like they pinged him. They want him. There's the Earthshaker stun. This Fissure catches him, but does not trap in that particular situation. But I don't think trapping him was what he was trying to do with that move. So now we have 3 Radiant side at mid, and I think they're going to try to push up this lane. In the meantime, top tower is in trouble, in danger of falling from the Medusa's split push here, but she's going to back away. And Axe and Silencer are going on mid tower, and they should be able to take this down. Axe just tanking the tower shots. There's a TP response. Wraith King does catch Axe with a stun, but the silence might save the Axe here. He's running. There comes the Battle Hunger. Gets trapped by trees. Nature's Prophet probably TPing in behind. And looks like Earthshaker's going to fall. It's in a tough spot being surrounded on 4 sides by heroes. There goes the life break. Hits the Bristleback, but Bristleback is so tanky, he just walks away from it. Didymich trapped in the trees. Here comes the Centaur to escape. Centaur Stampede lets them all run away. Deciding discretion and fighting under tower is the better part of valor in that instance. Oh, that's a cool courier. I get distracted easily.
Trouble brewing at Radiant's bottom tower.
And at this point, Radiant is going to rotate. It looks like they might take on a Roche.
Radiant's
Axe is reaching out and
right now.
denying the top rune. Nope. Instead of going for Roche, they are going to fade back and probably try to farm a little bit instead. There are some TPs coming to mid.
Bottom tower's seen better days.
We'll see if there's going to be a fight here. Dire's coming up on it. They're thinking about pushing. They need their creeps, though. And they're going to rotate instead. Invading the enemy jungle, seeing if they can sneak around behind. They do have a tail. Here comes Axe behind them. Axe running in. There he goes. Goes on the Medusa first. Curse of the Silent goes off. Medusa's ult is coming down. Turns Axe to stone. It's not going to be enough to turn the tide of that fight, though. And she's on the run. Battle Hunger is working its way down on her. But that Axe is pretty fast. Is able to dunk her pretty quick there. He's utilizing that Shadow Blade to good effect. It's always better when you can use it to initiate and gank and take advantage of its bonus speed, rather than simply using it as an escape. So, well played by Pretty Bunnies there. Diddy Mitch is trying to nuke the Bristleback. The Fissure just misses him. There comes a stun from Wraith King. Probably just to stop him, and he's going to run. Yep, and looks like we do have some problems with pings. Problems with servers. Sorry for the delay. Okay, there we go. Back to the game. Oh, we've got a chase here. Axe is going in on the Nature's Prophet. He's got Battle Hunger on him. Nature's Prophet is in trouble. He's running. He's really low. He's in dunkable range. Axe doesn't have the mana for it, which is the only reason he didn't fall to it. Bristleback is going after the Axe. He does have Snot on him. There goes a Quill Spray. A second Snot. He's stacking him up. Here comes a saving Fissure from the Earthshaker. Bristleback turns around. And it looks like they are going to... Oh, Earthshaker gets covered in Snot, but they are going to walk away from that fight. Looks like Centaur Warrunner is going to try to cut him off at the pass. Here he comes, coming up behind the Axe. Decides not to go in. Instead, it looks like they're going to try to find the Earthshaker, but he is TPing out from side shot. Let's see how net worth is shaping up. Looks like Axe is on the top of the chart, followed by Wraith King and Nature's Prophet. No surprise that Nature's Prophet is up there too. Did Nature's Prophet ever pick up that Midas? Let's go find out. There's Wraith King. There's Prophet. Hey, you. Come here. Yes, he's got Midas, and it's on cooldown. Both good signs. And another Gloves. Okay. Wraith King's got Armlet, of course. Centaur has picked up the Hood of Defiance. And here comes an initiation from Earthshaker. He's in a tough position, though. Gets caught by his Stomp and nuked pretty fast. There comes a dunk from the Axe. Silence and a Curse of the Silent from Silencer. That does rout the team. Axe is going in on him. There comes the Battle Hunger, Silencer, throwing a couple glaives in. Axe could hit him here. He tries to dunk him, but misses. Health being too high. And here's a fight. Huskar versus a Wraith King, and Huskar actually falls to the Wraith King in that instance. Oh, and Wraith King does pay for it. He was not able to resurrect. Reincarnate? Resurrect? Both mean the same thing. There we go. Silencer going in on the Nature's Prophet. Bit of a chase here. It's, interesting. I think that was a bad place for Nature's to fight, unfortunately. Does fall to the Silencer. Axe is using a Shadow Blade to escape that engagement. Probably a smart thing to do. It looks like he is going to rotate mid. Or just farm the jungle. That's cool too. It looks like Axe is going for top. He's going to try to catch out the Centaur Warrunner one-on-one. Centaur Warrunner, realizing he's in trouble, runs back, stomps. It's a good stomp, and he will get away. Oh, except for Earthshaker, cutting him off with a fissure. Good fissure. And he's stuck up with the Battle Hunger on. Takes a long time for Fissure to go away. He is able to stampede out of there. He has backup. There goes an Echo Slam. Axe looking for a target to dunk. He's able to counter Helix down the, well, actually, Medusa and the Centaur Warrunner. Everybody's going in on the Wraith King now. He is armlet toggling so he can gain back some health. But he's in trouble. Rings around the tower, but not enough. And that's probably going to mean a dead tower here in a minute. Bristleback throwing down some snot, seeing if he can harass, but can't really do much against the 3 heroes and the creep wave, all by himself. He does have a Crimson Guard on. That's a cool red orb effect. Lets you know he's got the reduced physical damage. I think Purification counts as magic, right? Pure damage even. Oh, even better. So the Crimson Guard isn't going to help against that. Axe is Shadow Blading in. He does call, catches out the Bristleback. There comes the Purification. That pure damage again. Axe got frozen for a second, but now he's back in it. And here comes the ult from Omni Knight, allowing them to charge in. But they're a little bit low on mana here, a little bit low on health on the Omni Knight as well, so they're going to back up. But Wraith King is able to stop the Axe from retreating with his stun. There comes the Blade Mail. Makes him stop hitting him for just long enough for him to turn around, but Axe is going back in, looking for more kills. In the meantime, Roche does fall to the Huskar, who's been taking advantage of the skirmishes up here to apparently solo Roche. Axe once again diving in with the Shadow Blade on so that he can catch out the Bristleback with the call. Trees miss, but at least he's able to turn them into some treants. And it looks like they're going to use a little bit of discretion to back away from that fight, which was probably the right thing to do.
The Dire best do something about that bottom tower.
Diddy Mitch on Huskar, pushing down tower all by himself. He's going to retreat now. Did have some illusions. And he is also an armlet bearer. He must have picked those up from Maroon. Illusion. Interesting. And we've got Nature's Prophet doing a little bit of cliff jungling. Does that count as cliff jungling if you're up here? I don't know. And they're going to hunt down the illusions, but quickly realize they are just illusions. The real one's over here, guys. It's an interesting time to have popped Crimson Guard here. What is its cooldown? It's 60 seconds out. I guess it's okay to pop. I don't know. Might want to save it for team fights, but here we go. There's an engagement between Silencer and the Bristleback. The Bristleback is running away, but... Oh, and there comes a life break. Medusa trying to ult them, but not enough time before she falls. Turn them to stone. Here comes some more engagements. That Wraith King looks like he's in a terrible spot, surrounded by 4 heroes. He is going to come back, but he's going to get life broken. Purified. And generally just right-click down. Bristleback will walk away like he always does. Almost always. Yeah, were there 2 life breaks? Yeah, there were 2 life breaks in that engagement. What is the cooldown on life break? Let's go find out. Where are you, Huskar? There you are. Cooldown. 12 seconds. Wow. Axe going again on that Centaur Warrunner. Who threw the Yule Scepter? Was that Nature's Prophet? No. Oh, I see. Axe did. Interesting. And he is able to dunk the Prophet. Battle Hunger on the Centaur Warrunner. He's giving chase. There's a stomp defensively. He's going to run away. Medusa trying to save him with some harass. They're going in on him. There comes the Stampede. And they are able to catch him with a double edge. Nicely played. Let's see what Axe is at. He's at 14-4. Huskar going against the Bristleback, nuking him down with the burning spears. He's eating a couple tower hits. But one thing about Huskar, you can't count him out until he actually is dead, completely dead, because of his ability to just attack faster when he's low. He's kind of one of those deceptive heroes who you think you can win the one-on-one against until he just keeps hitting you faster and faster and faster. They're going in at mid, trying to catch this Omni Knight out. He gets hit by Wraith King's stun. Everybody's all around him. His Purify won't help him too much. Unfortunately, he gets caught by a Stomp, and there goes the double edge to kill him off. And the rest of the team here going to pick up a haste rune. I wonder if they're going to see the Prophet. Not in time. The Prophet TP's out. Back to base. Centaur Warrunner now has a Blink Dagger, which is a great tool for his initiation for sure. And it looks like we've got a Hyperstone on the Medusa. Not sure if she's going for AC or what. Axe is caught by a stun, but he calls them anyway. Gives him that armor bonus. Gonna get caught by some snot. Yule Scepter's one, but still gonna fall. Just in the middle of too many heroes at once. And it looks like the Dire side is looking at Roche, but Roche is still down from the time that Huskar took the Aegis. Blink Dagger now on the Earthshaker. Also key for initiation. There's a life break, but he's kind of stuck out alone here, so he's going to fall.
Radiant's top tower is taking hits.
Which means that Radiant is going to have to retreat to tower. And they've got some split push action going on from Nature's Prophet. Pushing out the top lane. Omni Knight's going to go and see if he can chase down those treants. There's a rotation from the rest of the Dire team. Looks like they want to hunt north. Nature's Prophet will find an invisibility rune. And Wraith King is going to go after the Ancients on the Radiant side.
Radiant's bottom tower seen better days.
They're really invading the enemy jungle at this point.
I'm trying to bust down Radiant structures now. tower's been disowned.
And it's important to clear that last creep from the ancient camp so that it'll respawn. Which is probably actually why Dire left one of them there. Axe catching out Centaur Warrunner, hitting him with the Yule so he can get in there and call him. There goes the Blade Mail. Centaur stomps so that he can run away. Nature's Prophet coming in for backup, but a Shadow Blade won't save him because he's under vision of tower. Here comes Earthshaker with some backup, and a Wraith King behind him. It's really an exchange of cavalry here. That's going to end up being a mostly equal trade. And missed a little bit of action at bottom here. Looks like Huskar was after somebody down here. The rest of the team invading jungle looking for the Huskar and the Omni Knight. They will find him. Let's see how this exchange goes. There goes the life break, but not having too much of an effect. Huskar is turned to stone, but he is going to fall due to the combination of the Wraith King and the Medusa there, nuking him down. Let's see how Medusa's doing. She does have her AC now, so that is what the Hyperstone is going into. And Silencer does have a Rod of Atos, an underutilized item. Pretty good. It does give good stats, a lot of health, and also the ability to slow an enemy who's running away. Axe once again looking for a kill. Shadow Blade on, charging in, seeing if he can catch out the Wraith King. Here he goes. There goes Battle Hunger in the call, and Blade Mail. Wraith King will get some backup from Snot. There goes a Yule's on self, so he can buy some time while the team comes in. There's a Fissure stunning out the Wraith King. Axe is on the run, and they have a little bit of action where Earthshaker is going to fall to the Wraith King. Wraith King will fall but resurrect. There's a 4-staff attempt, but they're still going to fall. Did they actually get away? No, I think they fell there. Yeah, I think Silencer fell. There's a Snot and Call exchange. And Omni Knight, combined with the Axe and the Blade Mail, will force Bristleback to retreat. There comes an ult from the Centaur Warrunner, and that means Dire Team is going to run for it. Nature's Prophet is split pushing top in the meantime, as he does. And Huskar definitely saw him, so he wants him. He is invisible. He's got a good amount of invisibility left, too. Looks like he's going for the creep wave instead.
The Dyad took down old Roche.
And a Roche. Medusa now has the Aegis. It's funny, Medusa didn't used to get much play before 6.82, but now that the games are going much later, she is a viable pickup, it seems. Wraith King, some more ancient farming, and Axe wants the Medusa. Here he goes. Call, Blade Mail, Purification, Yule's Scepter. Not sure why that Yule's was thrown down, but... oh, maybe she ulted, and he was trying to delay her. So now Radiant is roaming as 5, invading Secret Shop, waiting on high ground to see if they've got an opportunity to go in. There are only 3 heroes right now, and they are extending to the south, kind of leaving them spread out unbeknownst to them. There's a little bit of scouting here. There's a call, and it's a one-on-one between the Axe and the Bristleback. Earthshaker goes in with the blink, hits with the fissure, does stun too, but doesn't cut off pathing too much, except for this Wraith King, who's actually in a really tough spot now that I see where he's stuck. He's going to fall, but will resurrect. Ultimate from Omni Knight comes down. There comes the Echo Slam. Does a ton of damage, allowing them to take that exchange. Axe is in trouble here. He's going to try to back out, but he's low and is going to fall. Wraith King does fall for the second time. Nature's Prophet falls as well. And Medusa's going to retreat. Caught by a long-range fissure. Along with the disarm. And Omni Knight runs in so he can purify and nuke down the creep wave a little bit. Looks like they're going to try to push up on this tower in just a second. With the rest of the team down, this is a good opportunity to take a mid tower, so overall, a good exchange for the Radiant. Looks like they're massing, thinking about whether or not to make an attempt for high ground, but I think they're going to back out from this one. I like these Christmas presents that they put under the tree in the river. Nice touch. Yeah, Nature's Prophet is spotted with the wards. But of course, even though they can see him, doesn't mean they can get to him. He is going to try to TP out. Axe tries to call him. He does use Yules to interrupt his TP out. He's under Battle Hunger. He has no... His TP is off cooldown, but he is getting hit. Let's see, here's Silencer to nuke him down, and he is not going to get away from it this time. So now that they know he's going back there repeatedly, he's probably not going to be able to TP to that fortune safely anymore, not unless he is able to ward, and or rather counter ward. Cliff jungling like that is not an uncommon technique. Definitely, I think, favored, possibly invented by the Pinoy Dota scene. Not as common in the West, but still a viable play, if not necessarily preferred in the West. Looks like Bristleback will be scouted by the Earthshaker, but Bristleback really doesn't have anything to fear from the one-on-one engagement. He does have some backup coming in, though. The whole team against the Bristleback means, oh, but there is Wraith King coming up from behind. Silence does go down. Huskar is really low. But of course, with that life break, that is when he's most dangerous. And that is going to be one dead Wraith King. Nature's Prophet, wandering within vision range downriver, was a dangerous place to walk when the whole team was there. That's going to mean 3 dead heroes for the Dire side, which should give Radiant a chance to push. And Axe does have a Eye of Scotty. I tend to find that more effective on ranged heroes. Its effect is a unique attack modifier that Slows the attack speed of the target. I think it slows the move too, right? Yeah. Move and attack speed. Is pretty expensive. And I tend to prefer some of the other items. I think cost-wise on a melee hero tend to be a little bit better, but still a very dangerous item to have on an X who's this farmed. And I think that was a Manta Burst. Yep, Medusa does have a Manta. And she does pop her ult to see if she can chase these guys down, but one of the problems with doing that is that if they're not facing you, they won't turn to stone. Here's a call from Axe going in, 1v5. Which is a dangerous play. And Axe will fall for that aggressiveness, but in the meantime... Oh, also a cool courier. Look at that. A shark with a balloon. Sure, why not? They do get crazy with these couriers. I do like looking at them to see like what kind of variety there is. Everybody seems to have a different set they favor too.
Unlucky find.
Muskar's keeping top lane pushed out. And looks like Omni Knight is going to pick up the illusion rune. So it could be the War of the Illusions in a second here. There's Nature's Prophet being spotted, but will TP out, was already in the process of a TP. Here's Earthshaker. Looking to scout a little bit. At 30 seconds till rune respawn time. Silencer keeping the mid lane pushed out. But yeah, it is dangerous to move past river at this point, so at least alone. So smart of them to move down here instead. Nature's Prophet. Trying real hard to push all these lanes. And has shifted to top lane. So Radiant does have a strong advantage in terms of the kill count and the net worth at the moment. But I think that the Dire side does have better late game. So if Radiant wants to end this game fast, it would be to their advantage.
Invisibility.
Axe is deep in enemy territory, getting pinged out by the Dire side. Looks like they are going to try to converge on him. There's some snot. One stack, but he is able to Shadow Blade away, and they really need some vision so they can catch him when he does that. He's been abusing that Shadow Blade all game. So here's a high ground attempt from the Radiant side at bottom tower. Medusa's there to try to defend, but I don't think... Oh, her ultimate is up. She's waiting for the opportunity for the team to come in. Here comes a BKB, and the ultimate does go off. We're going to go for the tower first. There goes the Yules on the Medusa. A deep play by Axe, going in against 3. He's got the Blade Mail on. Trying to proc those counter helixes, but does get stunned. That will mean one dead Axe. Here comes the Guardian Angel. Huskar does life break down the Wraith King, but he is going to stand back up in just a second here. Huskar falls to the Nature's Prophet. I think Nature's Prophet got him, right? And Nature's Prophet will get killed by the Silencer as well. So kind of an equal exchange hero-wise. But the tough thing is, high ground was broken with the tower at bottom falling. which, if Radiant has its way, will mean the barracks will fall soon. Roche is back up. Oh, with a Santa hat. Look at that. Fancy. Omni Knight going in 1v1 against the Wraith King. He's in trouble under a stun. He purifies, but that's not going to be enough and will fall to the Wraith King. Have you ever noticed how Roshan also has an item kit? It's got Aegis and cheese. That's pretty cool. I wonder if you can tell if you're a player, if you click on... Well, you probably can't see his items. Only in spectator view, right? That you can see he has cheese. That's something. Well, I guess that's an interesting Dota fact. Like, whether or not he has cheese is predetermined probably when Roche spawns, not when you kill him. Wraith King soloing the Roche. Really after that Christmas hat. And it looks like they sense a Roche attempt is going on. I don't think they had vision of the pit, but they could probably feel the absence of the heroes. There's a Yule's trapping the Bristleback, keeping out of the fight for a second. Axe going very deep into enemy territory. Huskar jumping on the Centaur Warrunner with a life break. Here come the Burning Spears. But Axe is in trouble. Does fall. Diddy Mitch in trouble also. And also will fall to the Dire side, who was able to finish getting the Roche. And let's see here. Medusa has the cheese. And the Wraith King has the Aegis. So that's going to be an annoying Wraith King to take down 3 times before he falls for good. This is one of those elements where Axe is kind of... He's a conundrum for a team composition. He's strong in lane, and he tends to get some kills, especially with the dunks, but then he has trouble utilizing the extra farm and experience to actually bring home the game in the late game, especially if the enemy team can survive, and right now we're at 50 minutes. It's a good Echo Slam to clear the entire wave at once from Earthshaker and brings down some damage. Got a team of 3 on the Wraith King, but they're going to have to kill him 3 times. I don't think they realize it yet. There's number 2. Trying desperately to nuke him down, but he does have his BKB active. And he is going to walk away with Aegis still intact. Bristleback. Axe goes in on him. He uses the Nature's Prophet. Life break on the Bristleback as well. Everybody's trying to get him while he's silenced. And it looks like he is not going to walk away from it that time. Huskar is going deep, seeing if he can catch out anyone else, but everybody else fades back. And they are going to run up this side and find the Wraith King, along with the Medusa illusions. He does go to life break one of the illusions, and they are going to nuke down the Wraith King for a second time, but this time he's going to proc his Aegis, and his ultimate just comes off cooldown just in time, so even if they get him again, they're going to have to kill him one more time. There's another life break going in. Fast attack speed means a fast death of Wraith King, but he comes back again. Another life break, and the whole team is able to nuke him down once again without taking any losses. Ooh, that's a lot of Wraith King. Look at all the abilities they needed. A Talisman of Evasion on the Wraith King now. Yes, yes, Omni Knight. Healing and harm. We hear you. Huskar does have his Ags, which, oh, his Scepter cooldown makes his ultimate only a 4-second cooldown, which is pretty crazy. No wonder he was able to life break that Wraith King so many times. Battle Hunger goes out on the Centaur War Runner. They're going to try to break high ground at mid. Here comes the Glyph, a Yule Scepter. The Axe is very aggressive with that Yule Scepter, trying to just take out one hero at a time. Oh, a deep leap from the Huskar. It's going to mean he's going to fall. Earthshaker runs in to Echo Slam, but will also fall. Being just a little bit too aggressive and trying to break the high ground here. There comes some Snot, but Yule Scepter means that he's going to try to walk away before it procs too many stacks. There is a third stack, though, which means he's stuck in the fight. Here comes Purification, though, helping out, and they probably will take down this Bristleback here. There comes the Dunk. And with no cavalry, Axe will take that fight. Looks like they're coming back to high ground. There comes the Yule Scepter to delay the attack so that they can put some damage on tower. Gonna fade back here. Omni Knight's still stuck in the fight. Centaur Warrunner looking for a stomp. They will catch the Omni Knight with it. And that will cause Omni Knight to fall. Axe is going to Shadow Blade so that he can get away from that exchange. 1v3, that probably would not have been a good fight for him. And that tower's pretty low. Only at 110 health. Next time they siege mid, they'll probably get it. Dire side grouping for a push at mid. Trying to take advantage of the 2 down heroes to force a push. Not sure that the heroes are going to be down long enough. That's probably what they're thinking too, which is why they're fading into the forest. Haste on Centaur Warrunner. Gonna rejoin the team. They're still down 2 heroes. Waiting to respawn. Here comes the Bristleback. Omni Knight does have Boots of Travel and a Bloodstone. And Axe saving up a lot of gold in buyback form, most likely. But again, not a lot to build out. One of the problems with Axe late game, he really doesn't have a lot to do to stay relevant. And Earthshaker is now carrying Dust, which is good. Let's see if the Dire side has any sort of detection. Nope. Not so far as I can see. So anytime Axe tries to Shadow Blade away, they are going to be in trouble again, or at least not be able to capitalize on that. And they're picking out the Bristleback, who's in the Radiant jungle here. Omni Knight's going to move to intercept, but it's going to be a little bit late. Oh, there's a couple of magic wands in the Roche Pit. Interesting. Omni Knight going after the Bristleback. But just a little bit of harass damage. Nothing too significant. Oh, there is a fight at top between the Axe and everybody. It's like a game of Axe versus team. So Silencer trying to help out, but is standing in the way, blocking his pathing. He does fade back so that he can move out. He's still in it though. He's invisible. He goes for it anyway. Blade Mail and Call. They're under a lot of silence, but Silencer has to run. Force staffs his way out of the fight. Gonna chase a little bit, but probably not be able to catch. Omni Knight's held back a little. Catches some snot for his trouble. So another bit of a rough exchange for the 2 initiators, the Axe and the Huskar. And that's going to spell trouble for the Radiant side. Having their 2 primary damage dealers out of the fray for a good 60 seconds means that Dire's going to have an opportunity to push up for sure. Here comes Dire along the broken top high ground. There comes a Earthshaker in response, going for the Echo Slam.
Radiant's mid-rags ain't looking so hot. Radiant's mid-rags is out of the picture. Radiant's toughened up their structure.
Guardian Angel being the only reason they're sticking in that fight for that long. Wraith King will fall for his first time. A lot of shots going out from the Medusa, and it looked like she had an Eye of Scotty as well. Just a really dangerous thing for her to have. That's going to mean that they're going to run rampant and roughshod all over the Radiant base here, making quick work of another tower, despite the fissure from long range. And this means their next mid tower is going to fall. Now all that's left is the Ancient, which is fading fast. And this is probably going to be the game right here. So well played to all involved. And Zeus play is under review. I recommend everyone report as well. Right? So a long game, but again, the late game heroes are able to take it, and Dire is able to rout the Axe and Huskar early play. So good job, guys. Good community night. So thanks for watching, everybody watching the stream. We'll queue up another community night soon.